Hi there, my name is Alana. If you're new to my channel, hi, hello, welcome. Here at Classy on the Run, we love talking about high-end and luxury makeup and handbags. Today, I am so excited to be doing a tag that was created by Samantha and Angelica Nyqvist. I'm sure that I just said her name terribly. Anyways, I'm so excited to be doing this tag. I am doing Vlogmas here on my channel, which means I'm posting a new video every single day until Christmas, and when I saw this video come up earlier today, I knew I had to add it to my filming agenda. So what is Vlogmas, you may ask? It is me sitting here at 12:09 in the morning filming another video because I think my makeup looks pretty good, and honestly, I didn't want to waste the hair and makeup. And this video seemed really fun. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So I have the questions here on my phone. So the first question is, what mainstream release lived up to the hype the most this year? I had to really think that one through. But honestly, of all the mainstream releases that lived up to the hype and more, I'm gonna go with Pat McGrath's Utopian Dreams. I hope you can see just how much I've used this palette and just how much I've enjoyed it. But first of all, this palette has the sort of nude pink zone that I love. It has some of her fun, sort of more interesting, like, sparkly toppers and duochromes over here. And I think that this palette got a lot of hype when it was coming out. I mean, a new mothership is always gonna get a lot of hype, but for me, a new mothership that's like pink toned, I mean, I'm pretty easy to please in that regard, but I just thought this was a really beautiful palette. It hit all the right marks. Beautiful color story, great formula, and from a brand that I know and love. Easy win for me. Question 2 is, what indie release lived up to the hype the most this year? Now I have to be honest, I don't really follow indie cosmetics. I don't really use indie cosmetics. It's just, for me, honestly, I live in Canada and it can be just really hard to shop indie because, look, there's so many great brands based in the States and around the world. But I'd say for me, honestly, the biggest challenges I have with indie cosmetics is it's the cost of shipping, often it's the cost of the product, and then on top of that, there's no store I can go in to take a look and, you know, see it or touch it or feel it or check the color, right? I can always check out so many of the brands that I do use on my channel at my local Sephora, and then if I want to order it online, I can, or I can just buy it in store. But I find that part really hard with indie cosmetics. And then on top of that, and this is no offense to the indie cosmetic community, there's just the challenge of, what if something goes wrong, right? What if I hate the product? Like, are they gonna have an easy return process? And so for all of those reasons, I don't really delve into indie cosmetics. But one thing I did appreciate in the indie cosmetic world is when Mel Thompson passed away earlier this year, I thought it was really wonderful that Sydney Grace brought her palette back. Now, Sydney Grace is a brand that is an indie cosmetic brand that has caught my interest. There's something I'd like to try. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I thought it was really lovely that they brought the palette back, and my understanding is that they did it in a way that was in consultation with the family and just really, really well done. So that's my answer on indie cosmetics. What product did not live up to the hype? I am so sorry, but I'm gonna say this Natasha Denona Glam Face and Eye palette for a couple of reasons. One, so much wasted space in the palette. Two, I don't really like having cream and powder in the same palette, and I just didn't really find that this cream blush worked for me. And I believe that in a face palette, everything has to work. What I wish this was instead was a palette inspired by, say, the same size as the Glam palette, but sort of a rose gold Glam palette. That was just these eyeshadow tones, but just 2 more rows of eyeshadows in that family. So look, I really want to love this. It's not terrible, but it's also not fantastic. And like, these 2 shadows here are super, super similar. Like, it just, Natasha can do so much better. And it's not that it's a bad palette, but it's just with Natasha, I have such high expectations that when it doesn't meet the mark, and given the price you're paying, I'm gonna share that. Now, number 4 is, what was the biggest curveball? And I believe that Samantha shared this as her answer, but it is the whole Becca Cosmetics world. So Becca Cosmetics survived a fair part of the pandemic, but then it shut down and they had all these sales and you could pick up like their most iconic products, and especially if those are holy grail for you, people are like picking them up and stocking them up. And then like out of nowhere, they announced that it was going to be sort of a brand under Smashbox, which Smashbox is a brand I used to love and I have a lot of trust for and I really, really enjoy. But I don't think Smashbox is doing that great either. And so they brought Becca like under Smashbox, but just a couple of their products. And the whole thing that's kind of weird about it is both brands are owned by Estee Lauder. And I just think that they could have done a much better job communicating that earlier, or, you know, it almost seems like it was a last minute decision, but I just don't think that Estee Lauder would make a last minute decision like that. So honestly, that whole thing was just kind of perplexing and honestly just a curveball. What was the biggest letdown or snooze fest this year? Okay, so I recently did a video on this. I felt so let down. It was by Chanel. This is their Chanel No. 5 eyeshadow quad. It is inspired by their iconic perfume. It's part of their holiday collection. I'm gonna leave a video linked down below. But honestly, this quad was just really hard to work with and I had a really hard time creating a beautiful cohesive look. It's one of those quads I think that looks better on the pan than in the eye. And the formula, if you used it wet, it was workable, but using it dry was just dry. Awful. And I expect more from Chanel. Although, look, there's a lot of things I love about Chanel, but Chanel is having this whole like advent calendar gate thing. It's almost like that also didn't hit the mark, and it's like this $800 advent calendar, but they put like stickers and like junky little bracelets in it. And you know, for Chanel, like a Chanel customer is going to expect a little more than stickers in her $800 advent calendar. And honestly, I feel like in that case, a lot of pieces from the Chanel No. 5 collection just had so much potential to be great and just weren't. So Chanel, like, we love you. We know you are capable of more, so just do more. Be more. Be everything that we expect of you, because we expect so much. And we love you. We want the best for you. So just be the best. You're the best. Be the best, okay? Is that asking too much? Number 6 is what was the best holiday release this year? And I've had such a hard time with that. I'm in the process of reviewing the Pat McGrath holiday collection. And it's good, but I wouldn't say it's the best. Across the board, I love Charlotte Tilbury, and I love that Charlotte has released so many just really well curated sets, but there's not really a ton of holiday exclusive products in her collection, so that doesn't really feel right to give the answer to. Natasha Denona's holiday launch was again, not her best work. Maybe Dior. I didn't pick anything up from the Dior holiday collection because it cost like a ton of money, and I spent a lot of money investing in my channel, but even I have my limits. But I thought it was really, really beautiful. The little, I will put a picture here, the little lipstick holder. I love the Dior lipstick formula. I think it's fantastic. And I really like the little like holiday like vibes. I really liked the little gold like lipstick holder. So I guess Dior for aesthetics. But I didn't think that this was the best year on holiday releases. I thought there were lots of great value sets, but to me, a value set isn't necessarily a holiday release. And part of me says, and I hope this makes sense, but part of me almost says that in a way I've outgrown holiday makeup releases, in that I like what I like. I love a good value set. I love, you know, a good product or two that might be a holiday exclusive color, but gone are the days where a Too Faced, you know, holiday palette collection that they seem to do basically the same thing every year. Gone are the days that would satisfy me. You know, I used to, and look, obviously I was younger, I've been on YouTube for a while, but when I was younger, I would just be like pawing to get my hands on, you know, Too Faced and Tarte and other brands like that on their like mega holiday releases and then like all the cute packaging and stuff. And that just doesn't really do it for me anymore. I'm not really looking for like holiday makeup. I'm looking for beautiful makeup that looks great on me every day. And so yeah, I still like a good value set, but I don't know. Holiday, I don't know. It just didn't hit the same with me this year. The best collab of 2020. Was not really into collab 2020. I know they mean 2021. I was not really into collabs this year. Again, I like what I like. Part of me wants to say the Morphe and Coca-Cola collab, but I don't like Morphe. I just really like Coca-Cola, and I love Coca-Cola branded products. So like, I love that there was a Coke branded like eyeshadow. There's a Cherry Coke Zero eyeshadow, or no, Cherry Coke. I just drank Cherry Coke Zero. I'm more of a Diet Coke girl. There's a Cherry Coke eyeshadow palette. I did buy the Coca-Cola makeup brushes from Morphe. I don't mind Morphe brushes, but like as a brand, I don't really like Morphe. Yeah, collabs. Normally tags are happy and fun, and this is not feeling happy and fun. I know someone's gonna say in the comments that I was like overly negative and overly critical in this video, because I get that sometimes. Every time my video is not like, oh my god, everything is the best thing ever, I get someone in the comments saying, this was really negative. It's like, yeah, well, not every day is a positive day, okay? And I actually had a fantastic day today, but collaborations this year, none really stood out to me. How's that for an answer? Okay, and then we've got your predictions for releases during next year. So I think Charlotte has already hinted at where I see 2022 going. So Charlotte Tilbury is releasing a new foundation. It's going to be a medium coverage, glowy foundation. And one, I think Charlotte Tilbury is a total trendsetter. And I think that Charlotte, and others, but I really think that Charlotte has brought us to this place where it's complexion first. And I think that 2021 is the year that we currently live in. 2022 is the year that we are going to live in. This is what I get for filming at 12:30 in the morning. But you know what, in the name of Vlogmas, okay, I gotta get content out every day, but still be a normal functioning human being in society. Okay, where I was going with that is 2022, I think it's gonna be all about complexion. I think it's gonna be medium or even lighter coverage. I don't really think it's gonna be a full coverage year. I think it's gonna be a lot of glow, a lot of products like Hollywood Flawless Filter, Samantha, Ravendell's, Glow Lust, products like that that just infuse glow at every single layer of the makeup. I think it's going to be about looking healthy and happy and hydrated and not as done, and it's not gonna be, I think we're gonna continue that trend of moving away from like Instagram makeup and just more into like healthy, you know, I think a lot of cream products. I keep on saying healthy. I really just think that 2022 is going to be about healthy looking skin and happy looking people. I think 2022 we are going to want to look happy and healthy. I think that we've all had a long, hard 2 years of a pandemic. I can't believe we're even saying that. I think that a lot of people are working from home. I think the way we live our lives is different. And I think that that comes through in our makeup. So I think it's gonna be happy, healthy looking complexions. So those are my thoughts on this tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I am posting a new video every single day during Vlogmas. I hope you'll join me. We have some surprise giveaways. We've got product reviews. We've got tons and tons of stuff. I am so excited, but I really wanted to include this tag. So thank you, Samantha and Angelica, for making this tag. If you want to do this video, you should do it. I'm not tagging anyone in particular, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed my answers. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I've said down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.